We are live, are we? Okay, welcome everyone to another Marketing Monday. So we're slightly late today. We've had a couple of phone calls to deal with this morning, so it's just pushed us back a little bit. But we're still before 10 o'clock, which is pretty good. So today is going to be talking about emails and things you should be looking at, things you should be avoiding, and obviously all the aspects about emails at the moment. So a lot of people at the moment are having issues in seeing drop-offs in the amount of emails opening, and a lot of people I talk to. And I think a lot of this comes down to a very basic concept that people are getting sick and tired of being direct marketed to. So instead of constant selling someone, they're constant pushing it in their face. People like to be brought into brands now. People like to be brought in through helpful links, helpful blogs, helpful bits of information and content that are gonna help them in a purchasing decision or help them do something themselves. So empowering someone else to do something and then doing that. So for instance, we talk a lot about on websites, blogs to help bring people into the brand. We should also be thinking about doing things like that sort of content making for emails. So rather than using your email to always direct sell to your customer, your consumer, or your potential customer and consumer, you should be looking at giving them free information. Here's something, here's something, here's something, here's something, and you make your value as a person go up. Yeah. So the more content you give them, the more appreciative hopefully they're going to be of you, because obviously if the content is relatable to them and things they want to get done. So you're building all of this value, and then once you've built all the value and you've got this massive case full of reasons people should be using you, then try and sell to them. So rather than always using the emails to just always direct sell, use it as giving away information. And now this could be anything. So for us, it's a lot of the times it's how to do things for yourself, because we know for a fact that if we try and get people to do everything themselves on top of what they've got to do, they will find it overwhelming. So 9 out of 10 people are going to come back to us and use us and our services to help promote their SEO, marketing, web design, branding, because it's something that takes away from their normal job, and we can help fill that space. This could be anything though for other people. So a mechanic can do it on car maintenance, how to change a tyre. If you run anything to do with cooking, you could do it on. You can pick, for instance, if it's the summertime, your favourite barbecue recipes. If it's the wintertime, you can do things like your favourite stew recipes. Anything that gives value to your consumer that you are trying to sell to. Anything that you think is going to build value for yourself, make sure you're doing it. And it's not just through your website. This is done through all your marketing channels. So this has to be done through all your social media channels, your website, and I would say your marketing, so email marketing. So collect your list is also another thing that people quite often talk about. How do I start an email marketing list? Now, there are many ways to do this. One of the easiest ways, if you're doing it to business, as I've said, I think in the video last week, go to networking meetings, collect emails from business cards, and then you can build a repository of different people you want to market different things to. You can also do it through leaving sign-up forms to mail lists on your website, and do it through things like Facebook. They've got a marketing tool that lets you collect emails, and you can give away then free content. That's one of the easiest ways of collecting worthwhile leads as well. So you create a content, so like a downloadable PDF again. So we'll go back through. If we're going to do it, it would be on SEO. If a mechanic did it would be on car maintenance. If a cook did it, it might be in a recipe. And you make it that someone can download this and they can have that information if they give you an email. So you already know that they want your content before you've given them the actual content itself. And plus, hopefully that means you're going to get a more success rate in the actual email itself. So with your email marketing strategy itself, so first of all, you've got to think of, I've got to build up a list, I've got to make a lot of related content, and then the final part is then push to sell. So we don't send out too many emails, so we don't want to spam people too much, because if you over spam people, they will just ignore your email. So we tend to send out maximum 2 emails a month, and probably I would say in the whole year we have 2 emails that will be salesy, and that will be just before we're getting into the Christmas period for marketing, and just to remind people that that period is coming up and to plan for it early rather than later, and get themselves into trouble when they're thinking, oh right, now it's Christmas, I should start planning my marketing for Christmas. And then the other one we tend to do springtime. And the rest of them all throughout the year we will do, it will just be relative content to what we think people will want, that will help their business and also show us off as experts. So that is a very quick one for today. I'll follow up next week on probably looking at email design, and then obviously that way it can help you guys out thinking about you've told me this, how I got to do this to make an email, I need content to make your emails. Now how do I design it so that people are going to use it? And that's what we're going to be going through hopefully next week. We've got some other ideas to play about as well. So it's been wicked talking to everyone again, and I'll see you next Monday.